it's Miranda. Welcome back to my channel. Happy Cyber Weekend, Black, whatever. Thanksgiving has passed. I hope you all had a fantastic holiday. I know I ate a little bit more than I should have considering I'm training for a 5K, but it's okay. I'll just run it off. Since this weekend marks the official start of holiday shopping, I thought that I would do a little bit of a different video talking about my favorite high-end products. Now, if you've been around my channel for a while now, you know that I like to focus on budget beauty around here and drugstore beauty. I just think that you shouldn't have to pay a lot of money to look and feel like $1 million. But there are definitely some splurge-worthy items out there, so whether you're shopping for yourself this weekend, taking advantage of deals, or you're putting together your wish list, maybe some of these will make the cut. So if you want to know what my all-time favorite high-end products are, just keep watching. Now, I've mentioned this on my blog a couple times. I'm not sure if I've really talked about it on YouTube before, but really, if we're going to be honest, my everyday foundation that I reach for the most is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Liquid Foundation. Makeup Forever just makes amazing face products that really work well with my skin. My skin is kind of sensitive, but my main problem is I do experience seasonal eczema, and then the rest of the year I just have combo skin that's like really combo. I have really dry areas and then really oily areas. And this is one out of only a handful of foundations that really work for me and can last all day. I just feel like this is perfection for combo skin because it's not dewy, it's not matte, it's somewhere in the middle where it has a natural skin finish, but you're also getting really great coverage and it lasts. Another high-end face product that I absolutely love, holy grail status, is the Laura Mercier setting powder. This stuff is no joke, and I like to think that you can justify the cost with the fact that you're not using a lot of setting powder at a time, so it'll probably last you a while, and this stuff is a power horse. It seriously just diffuses any imperfections. It makes you look like you have the smoothest skin, airbrushed, I swear. And it really does make your face makeup last longer. I used this when I went to Israel because it was freaking hot as balls and humid, so I was sweating a lot, and it really did extend my foundation. Now, y'all know that I really love a good contour, and there are definitely some good contour powders out there on the drugstore or affordable scene, but I will have to say that my all-time Hall of Famer is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. It's probably not that big of a surprise because so many YouTubers use it, but honestly, it is amazing, and you are getting so much product and a full-size mirror. It's just like a really nice palette. For me, the strong point of this palette is that you can easily get a very subtle look or a more natural contour, or you can really go for broke and do a dramatic Kim K contour. Today I kind of did something a little bit in the middle, and usually on my day-to-day, which is kind of like what you're seeing now, I'll mix the darkest color and the lightest color. But honestly, I think the no-brainer that makes this so good, and something that I don't know why is so hard for other brands, is the fact that these are all cool shades, because when you're contouring, you're imitating shadow and light, hence shade and light. But yeah, she just really got the colors correct in this to get the best look. Now, of course, what good is an amazing contour without an equally amazing highlight? And of course, like this palette does have highlight shades, but they're more like, they're not very radiant. I feel like they're more like setting powders to concealer to really lighten that up, but it's not something that I would just put this on my face and then call it a highlight. But this is like the most intense highlight I have ever used, and it's just freaking gorgeous. It's the Estee Edit Flash Illuminator. So this is part of the new Estee Lauder line, the Estee Edit. You maybe have seen Kendall Jenner in their commercials, and the Flash Illuminator is no joke, people. This will send a signal to the moon. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch this. When you're wearing it on a day-to-day, you literally need less than a pea-sized amount. That is how incredibly glowy it is, but I'm just gonna kind of show you what a pump would look like. This is gonna be crazy, you guys. Okay, so this is, I actually still have some product on my finger, so this is maybe like half a pump or a little less than half a pump. Can you see that? I know you can. I'm gonna kind of do a more natural looking one on my wrist so you can see what it would look like if I was just putting it on my face. So there you can see kind of the radiance reflecting off of my wrist. That's what I would actually put on my face, not this. But hey, if that's your style, then you do you. This is a product that you're barely using any for a full look, so it's gonna last you a long time. You can kind of justify the price, but honestly, one of the most intense highlighters I've ever used, and I tend to prefer cream highlighters. I think they end up looking a little bit stronger. So this is a very versatile product because you can get that really, really dramatic look. It will take a little bit of a learning curve to kind of get that amount right, but damn, it's gorgeous. My last face product is a concealer that really, really does beat out a lot of other ones, even from the drugstore, and that is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. This is an amazing highlighting concealer to lighten up the under eye area as well as highlight on the tops of the cheeks. I used it today, and I think I look very good. I don't know about you. What do you think? It is on the thicker side, which again means you don't need a lot to get a lot of coverage. I typically tap away at it with my finger, but if you have one of those micro mini beauty blenders or one of the new Real Techniques blenders, you can really get it nice and diffused because you are putting it under your eye. You don't want to keep it thick because then it'll just fall into the lines. But I mean, look at that coverage, and you can just see that it does have its own luminescence to it, and it has like 100% coverage. Now for the fun, colorful side of makeup, my favorite high-end eyeshadows have to be from Too Faced. My very, very first eyeshadow palette was from Too Faced. It was one of their like box set type of deals where there was maybe like 12 eyeshadows and 2 lip glosses, and then there was a chocolate soleil in there. And I remember not knowing what the heck I was doing. I put chocolate soleil all over my face. It was almost offensive, but it was just a really nice introduction to makeup because there were such beautiful bold colors as well as neutral, so it really let me kind of feel out my makeup style. And since then, Too Faced has made some of my very, very favorite eyeshadows, especially in palette form. One of my old-time classics is the Natural Eyes palette, which is one of their smaller tin ones, and I think this is just the perfect travel palette, not only because it is so slender and small in itself, but it's just got the perfect range of neutrals for day as well as neutrals for night with like the shimmery golds and champagnes and pinks. The thing about Too Faced shadows are they're so smooth, pigmented, and easy to blend, and you really just cannot ask for anything more. When I have an event or I have a day where I don't want to babysit my makeup, I don't want to worry about it creasing, I don't want to have to worry about it fading, or I just want it to apply exactly how I want it to apply without having to like fix it later, I reach for Too Faced because it just does what you want it to do. It ends up always looking how I imagined it in my head. So this is the Natural Eyes palette, an old fave, and then their Chocolate Bonbon palette is just amazing. I used this in my Valentine's Day tutorial this past year. I'm wearing this right now, and this is one of the only palettes that I really trust doing a cut crease with. Another one is the Morphe 35W. But for me, like, cut creases are very specific in that you need the shadow to do certain things where it needs to blend out really nicely, but it also has to be pigmented enough to apply precisely. You want that line to be crisp. So these are the shadows that I really trust to do that. And of course, the chocolate smell doesn't hurt either. Let's talk about brows, baby. Let's talk about you and you. So brows are obviously really important to me. I've gone through such sad phases of brows, and if you've been around my channel since the beginning, then you will know about my very bad brow phases. Anyway, my absolute favorite high-end brow product is the Goof Proof Brow Pencil from Benefit. This is another product that I actually bought specifically for when I was going to Israel because I needed something that would last any sweat or water or whatever that I was going to throw at it because we were going to be so active, we were going to be outdoors in the heat and humidity, and we were going to be doing like water sport. It has a spoolie on one end and the pencil slash crayon on the other, and it's just so much easier to go between two sides of the same thing in terms of brows than having to like juggle another brush. The crayon, and this is the shade number 6, so I feel like that's one of the more darker cool tone shades, and it goes on looking pretty natural, and it goes on very, I wouldn't say thick, but it just, you get a good amount of product in one swipe. So again, another one that you don't have to worry about being heavy-handed with. You can get a lot of good natural looking color in your brows with a light hand. Last but not least, let's talk about lips. So lipsticks is gonna be kind of my most varied selection of high-end because lipsticks are my favorite beauty product. I think that they really can transform a look. You can have the exact same eye look and put on 5 different lipsticks and have it be completely different. In fact, I've done a video like that, so check it out. Anyway, let's talk about my favorite high-end. So I've got to say that really up there. Is it number 1? Are these in any particular order? Maybe not, but if it was a particular order, these would be number 1. Bite Beauty. All of their lip products are just heaven to me. They have created the ultimate formula that is incredibly smooth, 100% opaque pigmentation, and it lasts. It's so comfortable to wear, has a beautiful finish, and I just cannot speak any bad words about Bite Beauty's products. Today I'm wearing the Luminous Cream Lipstick in Cur Royale, and I got this mini, I think from Sephora, I'm not sure, but it's just this cute tiny little mini lipstick. Oh my goodness, I think it was a Sephora Point Perk, but one of my favorites. It's just this beautiful kind of medium toned berry color. I also have most of their double-ended lipsticks because these are just $12 at Sephora, and you still get a ton of product and the same amazing formula, and shades. I think they've taken like permanent shades and just kind of doubled them up. So you can kind of test out the product without spending the 20 whatever on a full-size lipstick. But I always bring these when I travel because I can bring 2 tiny little lipsticks and have 4 amazing shades. Like, let's just look at this shade right now. I mean, really. This one is Marmalade, and that's part of the duo here, and usually they come out around Christmas time as like stocking stuffers at Sephora, so definitely look out for them because these are just my absolute favorite. Urban Decay, I've only tried a few of their lipsticks, but one that really stands out to me was their collab with Gwen Stefani. This is the shade Wonderland, and this is my all-time favorite red lipstick. It is incredibly pigmented and it has this beautiful demi-matte finish, and this one lasts all day. I remember Snapchatting this because I was like gonna test it out, and by the end of the day, even though I've eaten like lunch and breakfast, whatever, it looked like I had just applied it, and I was like, please bury me in this lipstick because it will last all eternity. Finally, we're gonna go full circle and end with Makeup Forever. Again, they have great lipsticks. These are the Artist Rouge lipsticks, and the shades, the formulas, they have such a crazy range of shades, like blues and purples, but the formula itself is just so creamy and one of the most pigmented lipsticks that I've ever worn. This one is their red. This is in M401. Just beautiful. This is actually more matte than the Urban Decay one. And the next one that I wear a lot is C211, which is more of a neutral. Holy hell, that is freaking beautiful. So those were all my high-end favorites. Do we share any favorites, or was there anything in this lot that you've been interested in trying? Let me know in the comments below. If you like roundup videos like these, hit the thumbs up button, and don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. Become a member of the Slashed Squad. I make new videos every week, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!